they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever will be. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. You've been so
Hot off the press, would you believe it? By the way, my name is Pittman Brown, and I am here in order to confer with Nottingham's own Victoria Williams on the basis that she has written a book, 177 pages. My word! Wow! How long did it take you to write this?
Well, I started writing this book in 2012, and as you can see, it's quite a while. But I got mishaps along the way. Sometimes my work got lost on several occasions. Computer got corrupted, so I have to send it away and then pay a large amount of money to get it fixed, so I could start writing again. I was nearly at the point of giving up, but friends and family encouraged me to keep going, never to give up. So I kept going, and now I finished the manuscript and the book.
I am given to understand that this is your very first book. Has this been, for instance, a long-lost dream? A dream fulfilled? What do you say to that?
I feel very excited. I'm glad I get to the end of it, and so that I can really have the book and have a book launch.
I am given to understand that there are two distinctive styles of writing. I'd say one, in your book, of course, is prose and the other is poetry. Which would I consider your favorite idiom?
I think it's prose, because prose has no metrical measurement. You just write. There's no formal measurement to prose. You just write pure grammatical sentences.
The question normally that one asks any writer of any age or what is the inspiration? What inspired you to write this book?
Well, it's my first manuscript before it could turn into a book. It wasn't my life dream. I didn't dreamt of writing a book. But I generally say poems at churches, weddings, funerals, and people would come and ask me for a copy. And I thought, well, I might as well put some of these into a book so that they can read it for themselves in the comfort of their own home. That's why I wrote the book.
Yes, indeed. The old Shakespearean iambic pentameter sometimes. But this is a modern age, and I just love the rhythm of your poetry. And now, I'm sure at some point you'd have liked to hear what is my own take on your book.
Of course.
So, right, the first thing I've got to pick up on is the fact that this is not just a holiday brochure. It's far too historically significant. For instance, you go into the liberation struggle and you've enumerated a catalogue of names to do with the political struggles of Jamaica. So hence, it is a history book. It is a learning tool. Secondly, it's food, fashion, religion, but not forgetting the patois idiom.
Yes, Pittman, the book is an amalgam of poetry. It's like a patchwork
Yes.
spread. You look at a patchwork spread and you see different pieces to let it be beautiful. Therefore, I wrote my book in that fashion. If you don't like to read about God, you may like to read about Jesus. Or you may like to read about motivation, food, Jamaica, and the good old patois. I couldn't leave that out.
Oh, no. What I'd now like to do, just turn to page 150 and read. Vanity saith the preacher. Shoes on my feet, if me wear, if me wear, if me wear. Good shoes me will look like a queen, me will wear. Good shoes and I wear big boot in a summer, but I wear good shoes make you look like a queen, make you look like a queen. I don't mind those old. So what about the king then?
Well, you must be the king because I am the queen.
Now, oh my goodness gracious me. Thank you, Victoria. And you know, just before I'm finishing, you've made me feel good about myself. Suppose that would-be client approach you with the view of writing a book. What would you say to him or her?
Just pick up your pen and write positively. Don't let anyone or anything put you off, because I nearly got put off writing my book when I lost all my work and have to start again. But my children and family and friends, they encouraged me to keep going. And I kept going because I wanted to leave a legacy that when I left planet Earth, they have something to read that I had written. So I never give up. And I would tell them never to give up. And never say I can't, because that is not a very good word. You can do it if you really want. I would say don't get put off. Just take your pen up and start writing. Write something so you can leave it as a legacy for your children or the next generation. Because we have suffered during slavery. Our foreparents suffered. They weren't allowed to read and write. They prayed, they bled, they run, they suffered, they didn't get an accolade, but yet they never gave up. So they were the roots and we are now the branches, so we should bear fruits by writing. Our pen should be the sword.
And on that note, the buzzword, I'm picking your brains, is legacy. I would like to thank you very much for affording me the privilege of engaging. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great